The push press is one of the most athletic lifts you can do, taking incredible strength along with timing and coordination. For our hands, we want to take our thumb and place it where the rough meets the smooth. This is a great starting point, but you can play around with moving it in or out of it to your comfort level. The bar should be placed behind the collarbone and fully supported by the shoulders. Like in a front squat, we aren't holding the bar in our hands. The weight rests completely on our skeletal structure. If the elbows are too far downward, when we go to dip, our arms have to support the weight and not our structure. With that in mind, we do want the bar to rest as close to the meat of the hand as possible. So we do want our elbows to basically be as low as they can be while we have that bar as close to the meat of our hand and still supported by the collarbone. We don't want to get the elbows too high and towards our fingertips like they might be in a front squat. To dip, keep your torso upright, bracing hard, and take a shallow but powerful dip. This isn't a front squat, just a quick dip to get the legs involved. We want to keep roughly even foot pressure on the feet, not getting too far forward to the heel or the toes. Remain upright, at no point leaning forward or back. And when learning this lift, I like to teach athletes to do some pauses so they can really feel this balanced position. Pause on the first rep of your set to feel the position of the dip, then do another rep or two at normal speeds. Once learned, you don't really need to pause in the dip anymore. The very instant you fully extend at the knees and hips, you need to be trying to press as hard as possible, driving the bar over your head. It has some momentum from the dip and drive, but you must finish the push press with an actual press and fully extended knees. Make sure to rotate your wrists to finish the press with stiff wrists. They're often bent at the start position, so the bar rests behind your collarbone. But if you don't turn them to finish the press, you could jack up your wrist. To make room for the bar and not smack your chin, move the head back, don't bend at the back. The bar should finish over your traps with your head through. We do want to lower the weight under control, but we're not going to lower it like a strict shoulder press all the way down. There is going to be some knee bend and absorption. We want to control it and be able to absorb the bar coming down to our shoulders and avoid crashing. Honestly, this is something that's hard to explain in a video. You have to practice the absorption and timing. The downward portion, though, should look identical in reverse to the upward portion. A few common mistakes are mistiming the press, either pressing before your knees fully extend or delaying the press after the bar has already left your collarbone. Another big mistake is rebending the knees into catch. Mistiming the push looks like us starting to press before the legs fully extend. This example is showing a light weight, so it actually moves off the collarbone. At heavier weights, it might not move, but pushing too early will still result in getting less power from your legs. Starting to push too late is when the bar is already moving upward off your collarbone before you start pressing. This results in the bar losing speed and likely you getting stuck in the middle before the bar comes crashing back down. Rebending the knees turns the push press into a jerk, which is a lift in its own right, but used for different purposes. A push or power jerk is more throwing the bar up and catching it, with some pushing to help you move faster under the bar. The push press involves finishing the lift with a press and just using some leg drive at the beginning to get the bar moving and to increase the total load. The legs do not rebend in the push press. The push press might feel a little uncoordinated and difficult to learn at first. Just keep practicing and working on the timing and rhythm. It does also help if you've really mastered the strict overhead press because it's a similar movement but a lot simpler. If you can master the push press, it is a tremendous lift where you can use incredibly high loads and also really improve your coordination and your general athletic timing and rhythm. Make sure to check out the rest of our technique playlist and subscribe to the Immortal Power channel for more great sports performance tips.